Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to yet another live stream. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing well. Today is Thursday, April the 11th. The game we'll be simulating today is Game 3 of the Atlanta Braves Philadelphia Phillies series. First series for both teams. I'm going to do this stream. We'll be done, I'd say, around 3:15, maybe a little bit after that, depending on how long this game goes. But about an hour and a half after that, I am going to be leaving to go to the actual Phillies game. I'll be going to the Pittsburgh Philly game. It's supposed to rain a little bit, so I'm hoping it doesn't get rained out. Or it, I know the game will start because the rain's not supposed to start until let me check the weather again. They're saying it could start as early as 6 o'clock, so maybe it will. But it's only supposed to be drizzles until 11 o'clock. It's not supposed to be any heavy rain, it looks like. But yeah, it'll be a little chilly because of the wind, which could impact the game, but that's okay. What can you do? But today, here on the channel, I'll be doing this series. So without further ado, I think we should just hop right into the game and see who wins. Let's see. In our simulation, the Phillies went off on a 2-0 start. They won the first 2 games. This game, we'll see if the Phillies can start their season off with a sweep. I don't know. Because again, the Braves are a great team. So we'll see. I do want to remind you guys that posted in the description of my first 2 live streams of this series is a Google Doc. That Google Doc encapsulates the Phillies season, basically. I'll have standings, which is basically the Phillies' overall record, according to our simulation of this season, and also it will have records of other teams against the Phillies. Now, that is only for the idea of possibly doing a postseason for the Phillies within our season simulation. I don't know if I'll do that. It all depends. But just in case. Also, there will be game recaps. It'll show the line score. It'll show winner, loser, and who got the save if applicable, as well as scoring for the Phillies. So I decided to do that instead of doing all the statistics, which would have been pretty overwhelming. So I decided to do that. So make sure you check out that link. That link will be posted in the description below. At the conclusion of the stream, I do everything. I post the thumbnail. I do all that after the stream. So looking forward, hopefully you're looking forward to that and looking at that doc, because I put some time and effort into that. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. But let's enjoy this game. Let's see who wins. Let's see if the Phillies can sweep Atlanta. We'll see. Here we go. At Citizens Bank Park. Here we go. Commentator voice on. Well, good afternoon from the city of brotherly love here in Philadelphia at Citizens Bank Park. It's the National League East matchup between the Atlanta Braves. There's Chris Sale, a call up from the Braves, and Ranger Suarez and the Philadelphia Phillies. Ranger Suarez making his making his first start of the 2024 regular season. His regular season stats last year were all that of inconsistent, but his postseason statistics have been on point. So Ronald Acuna Jr. leading things off once again for the Braves, and takes the first pitch. It's 0-1. So that's the Phillies record that they started with. They started 0-2 in the real life. They have started this season in our simulation 2-0. Here's the second pitch. That is grounder, left field. Easy out. So there's your lineup for the Braves. Austin Riley batting third today. Make sure you pay attention to him. Ozzie Albies headed up to the plate now. On the other side of things, you got an interesting thing going for the Phillies. They have been moving things around, at least in our simulation. You have Kyle Schwarber, who was at third base in Game 2. He is now at second base. Alec Bohm remains at first. Swing and a miss to begin this sequence.
1-1.
1-1 now. Not necessarily to begin, but here's the 1-1.
That's Bolton.
That one's down low. You have Whit Merrifield, who will be DHing today. No Bryce Harper again, as far as I'm concerned. That one's fouled away. Foul back this time. It's 2-2. So the lineup today, you have the second baseman, Kyle Schwarber, batting first. Trey Turner batting second, who's still at short. Line foul, right side. Alec Bohm is batting third today. He's at first base, like I mentioned before. JT Realmuto batting fourth. He's always the catcher. Not always, but usually. Swing and a miss. Ranger Suarez, his first strikeout of the game.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Beautiful pitch. Here's Austin Riley. Suarez searching for a 1-2-3 to begin. That one's fouled away. Then after that, you have Nick Castellanos, then Whit Merrifield, then Edmundo Sosa is making his first start of the season. Christian Pache also making his first start, and Johan Rojas, who's been batting ninth for the entirety of this season.
1-1.
So that's your lineup for the Phillies. You did see the Braves starting lineup as well.
Ball, that's outside.
You have the addition of Adam Duvall, who's batting defensively at left field. And Chadwick Tromp is catching, whiffed by Bohm, but manages to get to the bag. So that ends the first for the Braves. Zip to zip through a half an inning. 1, 2, 3 for the Phillies coming up. Schwarber, Turner, and Bohm when we come back. Well, good afternoon if you're just joining us. Chris Sale making his first start as an Atlanta Brave. In gray, blue, and maroon is that man right there.
Leading off for the Phillies, the second baseman,
Leading off is Kyle Schwarber for the Philadelphia Phillies. He's been at this spot, and he gets hit. Huh. He is eyeing down Sale. That was not a very good first pitch. Jitters maybe from Sale. That one off the mark, 1-0. We want to remind you guys to not pay attention to any of the stats. None of them are accurate to our season. So that one way inside. It's 2-0. 3 straight balls for the Braves. The Braves season has started 2-0 in the real life, but they have started 0-2 this season. There's a line drive into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Schwarber stops in his tracks at second base, and Trey Turner with a first inning base hit. And Alec Bohm is headed up. No outs. Trey Turner at first. Schwarber at second. That one shot foul left side. So even though this lineup isn't necessarily relative to the actual game that was played on March 31st, I am not necessarily bothered by it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I mean, if we look at the actual game, I'll tell you guys in just a minute here. That one's a ball. Has not thrown a called strike yet is Chris Sale, or a swinging strike. The only strikes that have been registered have been foul balls, which is not the ideal start. Swing and a miss, and there it is.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So Kyle Schwarber was DHing in this game.
Count.
And it's full. Count is full at 3-2. JT Realmuto on deck. Whit Merrifield went from second to third. Edmundo Sosa was at third originally. No Bryson Stott today. He pinch hit. And he was at second base defensively as that's popped up right side. Shallow right field, and that is caught for the first out.
batting fourth.
Right, no Brandon Marsh also. There's the lineup. No Bryce Harper. No Brandon Marsh. I guess they're trying to implement all their utility players here.
Ball 1.
I don't want to say they're utility players. They're really just bench players that sometimes have a chance to start. That one is bounce fouled. And we're looking at a 1-on-1 count. Good start nonetheless for the Phillies, though. Two base appearances, 1 hit.
Nope, that's a ball.
Kyle Schwarber was hit by a pitch on the very first pitch of the inning. Of the game, rather. Here's a 2-1. Inside, and it's 3-1. And we're on the cusp of the bases loaded up. We have to see how this count finishes up. Here's the 3-1. And that's off the mark. And the bases are loaded. Real Muto is at first now. Trey Turner is at second, and Schwarber is at third. And here's Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Yeah, please don't pay attention to the 2020 regular season stats by any of these individuals. 134 home runs. And then in the 200s for RBIs, that never happens. Just letting you know. Here's the 0-1. Did he swing? Check swing. He did. Here's the 0-2. That one is just under the zone. It's 1-2 now. So one of the best sequences by Sale. In fact, probably it is his best so far. He hasn't ever been really ahead in the count. So here's the 1-2. That one popped up, but that will go out of play into the infield stands. Here's the pitch. Another foul. Where that ball is going, that is literally where I'm going to be sitting tonight. So if you're watching the game, pay attention. I'll be there. Way outside, off the plate, 2-2. There it is. 12 balls to 10 strikes over 22 pitches. Not really the ideal ratio right there. And you're looking at maybe a walk that will allow a run here. Here's the 3-2. In the zone, that's a called strike. So avoids a walk-in run for the moment. And Whit Merrifield, who is just hitting today, will head up to the plate. That one's fouled right side. So if Sale and the Braves defense can somehow get through this inning without letting any runs in, that would be a miracle. It's very possible. We'll see. That one's off the plate, 1-1. That one's popped up. And it looks like the Braves will escape this inning without a run. Interesting start to this game. Second inning coming up. 4-5-6 for the Braves after this. Well, welcome back, everybody. Matt Olson heads up to the plate now, batting fourth like he's been for the entirety of this series. Ranger Suarez in for a second. Outside, 1-0. That one in the center. Daryl Parker's at home plate. Matthew Ross is at first. You'll see those two a lot. Matthew Ross was at home plate for the first two games of this series, which is interesting. Daryl Parker, who was at third. That one is through for a base hit. Matt Olson with the leadoff hit here in the second inning.
The designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
And here comes Marcell Ozuna, who's been DHing this series as well. And we'll just roll right into left. Swinging a foul off the plate, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul. Hits JT in the groin. That's why they have groin covers. He's unfazed. Here's the 0-2. Way off the mark. Breaking ball, 74 miles an hour. That is 1-2. Pitch. And that's off the plate outside. 2-2 now is the count. So an interesting pitching start for both teams. For Chris Sale was quite scary. Not as scary yet for Suarez. Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Suarez got him. It was the same pitch he threw pretty much on the first pitch of the sequence and managed to get him out. Here's Adam Duvall. He's at left field. And that one's hit well. Left field. Pache, who's at left field, will make the catch. So Duvall, respectively, will take Kellenick's spot. Kellenick did pinch hit in the game. In the actual game, I should add. Here's Michael Harris, though. That one's hit well. Right field, you can hear it in the bat. The ball is going back to the wall, and it's caught by Castellanos. Matching hit for the Braves, however, no score. 7-8-9 for the Phillies when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Edmundo Sosa, who's at third base today. He's an amazing third baseman. Making his first start this season. Sale, if you're just joining us, had a very interesting first inning. And he's going to start this one pretty good. As it's 1 up, 1 down for the Braves so far defensively. And now Christian Pache, he heads up to the plate. He is also making his very first start of the 2024 season. He's at left field today. We saw him a lot at center last season. We saw a lot of Brandon Marsh at left and a lot of Pache at center. Excuse me.
2 balls, no strike.
Here's the 2-0. Right in the middle. It's 2-1 now. Another called strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Count is even at 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. That one to shallow right center. And Acuna makes the catch. And now Johan Rojas will head up to the plate. He's had a pretty good start to the season here in our simulation. Not so much in the in the actual season.
0-1's the count.
3 consecutive starts for that man right there as that's fouled back. Man. He's going to be a great player. He's young, but he's going to be a great player. But he is struck out looking there. And that ends the second inning. We're headed to inning number 3. Still scoreless through 2. We'll be right back after this. Well, welcome back, everybody. Orlando Arcia heads up to the plate for his first plate appearance of the game. Batting 8th today. He's been batting 8th this whole series, pretty much. Got my water. And a strike. 1-1. Phillies have decided to wear their white, or red, white, and blue again. You didn't really see them rock this as much last season. That's probably why they've been trying to rock it a little bit. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away.
Ball 2. 2-2 count.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing, and that is a play made by Suarez. The ball went right towards Suarez. It was a soft hit. And that's out number 1. Here's Chadwick Trump. He is catching today for the injured Sean Murphy. Hit to center. Rojas eyeing it down. He's under it, and he got it. So quick out number 2. So Travis d'Arnaud was catching in game 2, and Chadwick Trump is catching today, trying to adapt to that, to the injured Sean Murphy. Here's Acuna Jr. Takes the first pitch. It's a ball. Suarez thinks it's a strike. He's trying to argue his case without getting thrown out of the game. He's a very nonchalant individual. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Pitch. Off the plate, 2-1.
Inside ball.
The one inside. So it's 3-1 now as the Albies on deck. Here's the 3-1. And that's walk number 1 allowed by Suarez.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So here's Ozzie Albies for the second time. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Ball 1.
Runner goes. Real Muto can't throw it there in time. Kind of knew it right out of his hand. Acuna Jr., another stolen base. Not this game, but he has 2 this season. And he had, the 40-70 season had 40 home runs plus and had 70 stolen bases. Amazing. Count is 2-1 against Ozzie Albies. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. We're even at 2.
Three and 2.
Three.
3-2 count. It's a called strike to end the 3rd inning for the Braves. Braves are shocked. But it's not the end of the game just yet. End of the 3rd, or bottom of the 3rd, coming up when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Kyle Schwarber leading off again here in the third. He had a 2-home run game in game 2 of this series. Has started off with a hit. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he swung at that one. So that one, that at bat. Third strikeout of the game for Chris Sale. Here comes Trey Turner. My apologies. Kyle Schwarber did not start with a hit. He started with a hit. And that one's chopped left side. And that's out number 2. Trey Turner had the first base hit of the game for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber had the first base appearance. He was hit by pitch. So, my apologies for that. Here's Alec Boehm.
Ball.
That one's off the plate, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing foul. Called strike, and we're at 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sale trying to end the inning. That one is a foul ball. Ricky Holiday's at second. Third. My apologies, he was at second for the first 2 games. That one is going to be a hit. 2 hits for Trey Turner. Why am I thinking Trey Turner's at the plate? Alec Boehm gets his first hit of the game. Man, my commentating's off today. My apologies. So Alec Boehm gets a hit. And that brings JT Real Muto to the plate. Way upstairs. Counts 1-0. 95 home runs, are you kidding? It's not right, letting you know that. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and that's going to be another base hit into right field. Man, what a start to the third inning. And both two out hits. Well, not necessarily a start, but they're getting the things rolling here in the third. Here's Nick Castellanos. He's 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Swing, that's chop fouled. If only that stayed fair. Man, that would have been one heck of a plate appearance. Here comes the 0-2. Fouled left side this time. Swing and a miss. Sale got him. So that ends the third. 2 base hits for the Phillies, but they were left on. End of the third. Top of the fourth coming up when we come back. Did I say top of the third? Top of the fourth is now. Man, my commentating is off today. My apologies. Once again, here's Austin Riley making his second plate appearance. Suarez in for a fourth. He usually doesn't have as much of a of mound time, he usually plays 5 or 6 innings. He has played 7 innings before.
Ball,
That's
on
not
the
always
way.
in him, though. The count is 1-2 here against Austin Riley. Here's the 1-2.
Ball.
Made him flinch a little bit, but didn't swing ultimately. 2-2.
Full count.
And we got a full count. Matt Olson was on deck. He had a single in the second. He has the one and only base hit for the Braves so far. Three, 2. That's going to be out number 1.
The batter,
Good play made by Edmundo Sosa.
Matt Olson.
And here comes Matt Olson. 1 for 1. Single in the second. Up now in the fourth for a second time around.
Hey.
Those fans thought they could catch it. Look at that. 20 balls to 36 strikes. Pretty good for Suarez. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball.
Got away from
2
him.
strikes.
1-2 now. Luckily no one was on base. If you're enjoying the content, please do make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. That would be much appreciated. Swing and a miss. That breaking ball got him. 4 strikeouts
Now batting, the designated
for Ranger Suarez. Here's the ump cam. You can see why Olson swung at that. Thought that would come back. Beautiful pitch by Suarez. Here's Marcelo Zuna.
Ball 1.
Some extracurricular activity by one of the fans, if you can hear it. What are you watching? Swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
Upstairs now, we got to count 2-1. So even though offensively, there's another base hit by the Braves. Even though offensively, both teams have been getting on base, whether it's walks, hit by pitch, hits.
Adam.
There's Ranger Suarez's stat line so far. Allowed 2 hits, has 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, excuse me. No earned runs or runs. Has to get 1 more out to have 4 innings in. Here's Adam Duvall. But like I said, even though both teams have offensively gotten on base, there's still no score. So there's clearly some defensive spree going on as well, which is really not what you want to see for either team.
Ball, that's
You want the other team to have a bad defense, and you want to get the ball out of the park for offense, because if you can't bat
That's ball.
batters in, I mean, that's what it's been like through 3 innings. Michael Harris is on deck. Adam Duvall ahead 3-0. And it's a called strike. First strike of the sequence. Here against Duvall. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a foul. So we're at a full count now. 23 pitches this inning. 14 of those were strikes. 9 of them were balls, respectively. Here's the full count pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. Duvall goes down swinging. Suarez gets through a 4th inning. We'll be right back after this. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the 4th. Commentators, you guys are great. John and Chris, you guys are great. But they're not your commentators. I'm your commentator, Commentator X. Some of you guys know me as Commentator X. Some of you guys know me as Captain D Tribs. Regardless, here I am commentating for you guys. Here's Whit Merrifield, 0 for 1. Like I mentioned before, he is DHing today. Here's the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Off the plate. 2-0 now.
I got 3-0.
Way upstairs. Yeah. 3-0 now. Edmundo Sosa is on deck. Called strike, 3-1. And that's ball 4. Wow, that was in the zone, though. Sales isn't going to really argue it. Here's Edmundo Sosa. 1 out, or excuse me, no outs. What am I saying? Man. Merrifield on base at first. Sosa takes that pitch. It's 1-1. Pick off attempt. He's in there safe. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. And we're at 2-1. That's a line drive into right center field. Even though Merrifield went running, that allows him to go home and the Phillies score first. That lead distance helped Whit Merrifield out. He had originally started to steal, but he traveled 3 bases and he's home. Edmundo Sosa with an RBI single. And the Phillies are on the board first. Here's Pache.
Nope, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Runner goes. He is out at the plate. Sosa couldn't get there. Tromp, though, with a good play. Let's take a look. Show drone. That's out. So Christian Pache, 1-1. This is his count here. In the pitch. Fouled away. Inside, and we got an even count at 2. Two. Shallow right field, out. Big play made by Acuna Jr. Had to cover some distance there. And here's Johan Rojas. 0 for 1 was struck out in the second. Geez, I sound congested. Do I sound congested? I think I sound congested. Called strike, no swing. Here's the 0-1.
Ball! That pitch is out. Ball, that's upstairs.
2-1. Here's the pitch. Out away. Here's the 2-2. That one's a soft hit. Into short. And that will end the 4th inning. However, Edmundo Sosa with an RBI single, and the Phillies are on the board. It's 1-0 Phillies here through 4. Well, welcome back, everybody. Michael Harris leading things off here for the Braves in the 5th inning. Suarez is going to begin his 5th. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count. 1-1.
Had to move out of the way off that changeup. It's 1-1 now. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Breaking ball is off the plate. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball.
2-2 the count.
Got Michael Harris. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Full count.
Full count. 3-2 pitch. That one is going to be out number 1 here in the 5th.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Arcia heads up to the plate now. 1 out, 2 to go for the Phillies.
Nope, outside.
If you're just joining us, welcome. Phillies are on the board, up 1-0. Here's the 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Inside, 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's whiffed by Trey Turner. We've seen that in the beginning of the season by Trey. And no play. That's error number 1 for the Phillies this season. Let's take a look. He just bounced right off of his glove. Couldn't grab on. Here's Chadwick Trump.
Ball, that's low.
Takes the first pitch. It's 1-0. Swinging a foul to the left side. In the zone, changeup 1-2. We got Arcia on first.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
With a Trump home run, the Braves can take the lead. Will that happen? We'll see. At least the game-tying run is on base. Not yet in scoring position, though. Here's the 2-2. He swung on that pitch, and that's out number 2. Here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Was walked. Off that walk, he got a stolen base. And he's 0 for 1 so far. Hasn't gotten a hit. And there's a catch made by Trey Turner. Revenge for him. And that's the end of the 5th for the Braves. Still 1-0 Phillies. Well, welcome back, everybody. Kyle Schwarber is up to the plate now. He's hit by pitch in the 3rd. 0 for 1 otherwise. Takes the first pitch. So Sale's in for a 5th. However, Lopez and Matzek are in the bullpen, starting to warm up. Call strike again. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Schwarber goes down swinging. Strikeout number 5 for Chris Sale. And here is Trey Turner. He's 1 for 2. He singled in the 1st. Not much from him since. Not anything from him since. He was also the guy who unfortunately committed the one error the Phillies have this game. Just bounced right out of his glove, couldn't grab it. Couldn't make a play.
Yep, that ball went out.
Here's the 1-1. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Phillies trying to add on to their lead. And Turner will do the start of that. Looking to go around first, and he is not. He is there in time at second. For a second, I thought he stayed at first, but with the speed of Trey Turner, you have to go for second. Let's take a look. So 2 base hits for Trey Turner. He's 2 for 3 now. And here's Bohm, who also has a base hit. He singled in the 3rd. Here's the 0-1. Called strike, 0-2. Bohm hit it here. Here's the 0-2. Inside 1-2.
You got a full count?
That one is going to be a foul out. You don't see those every day. But Acuna Jr. does just that. 2 outs for the Braves. And here's JT Realmuto, who's 1 for 1. He singled in the 3rd. Called strike. So Sale with a pretty strong 5th inning. He has allowed a double.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1. Oh, strike 1 and 2 now. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Outside.
Count full.
And we're just like that at a full count. There's Nick Castellanos. Struck out in both of his times up at the plate. And that's strike 3. So that'll end the 5th. Sale gets through his 5th inning. Still 1-0 Phillies. We'll be right back after this. 6th inning coming up.
Leading off for the Braves, the second baseman.
Welcome back, everybody. Ozzie Albies leading things off. He has been struck out twice against Ranger Suarez. Suarez starting his 6th inning. No signs from the Philly bullpen just yet. And that is foul ball. It's 0-2 now.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, and we're at 2-2.
Count full. That's ball 4. Take the win.
And a walk. 2 walks allowed for Ranger Suarez. Looks like he's starting to tire out. Austin Riley grounded out twice. Did you hear that, fan? Double play for crying out loud. Oh, unbelievable. Here's the 0-1. In the zone for strike number 2. Suarez, the 0-2 pitch. Outside. Swing and a chop foul right side. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Line drive into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And Ozzie Albies takes an extra base at third. And Austin Riley with a double.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Things are getting interesting here in Philadelphia. Matt Olson
No. Inside.
takes the plate now. He singled in the second. He got the game-tying run 90 feet away. Ranger Suarez pitching his 102nd pitch here on this one. Swing and foul. Thought he didn't make contact, but here's the 1-1. Called strike 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You got to be conscious if you're the Phillies defense because you don't want the run to score.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keep it easy. You want Suarez to get 3 strikeouts, but or at least get 1 and they get a double play. That one's bounced.
He's out.
And he's out. No advancement, though, because that ball stayed fair relatively close to the mound. So Ozzie Albies is forced to stay at third. And here's Marcell Ozuna. He singled in the 4th. They're going to intentionally walk him. Rob Thompson signals for an intentional walk. And Adam Duvall heads to the plate. He struck out and flown out. Bases are loaded. Duvall, the pitch. That's a called strike. Swing, that's a foul ball. The 0-2. Called strike 3. 2 outs for the Phillies against the Braves here in the top of the 6th. Let's take a look at that pitch. Wow, a sinker. Amazing. And they are going to pull Suarez, even though that's strikeout. They don't want to risk anything. I think Suarez is pretty content with how he did today. 5.2 today. And Sir Anthony Dominguez, none other. He's the man that likes to strike people out. I will tell you that. He's got 1 hold so far this season in the real life. His strikeout rate is 40%. And that one's outside. 98 miles an hour. He's a power pitcher. He knows how to throw the ball fast. There's a lot of fastballs, 4-seamers. The count's 1-0. Bases are loaded. There's called strike number 1. Count is 1-1. Here's the pitch. And strike 2. The Phillies trying to escape this inning without a run scored. That's foul ball. That would be amazing if they could do that. They just need one more strike by Sir Anthony. Here's the 1-2. It's fouled again. Phillies trying to stay up. Trying to maintain their 1-run lead. Here's the 1-2. He got him. It's a called strike. 3 left on. They're on base. The bases were loaded, but no runs scored. The Phillies pitching squad, amazing. So with that, instead of Sale coming out for another inning, Ronaldo Lopez is in for what will hopefully be for the Braves his first full inning. And here's Nick Castellanos. 0 for 2. He was struck out both times up. That one's fouled.
That's a ball.
Here's the 1-1. Called strike. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Outside. So if you're the Phillies, you want to get more insurance runs. A lead is a lead. But by one, that's close to nothing. If you're the Braves, you want to not allow one more run to come in, probably not allow another hit.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And you want to give the offense the ball back in the 7th and get scoring. That one's popped up. The shallow left. And Riley got it.
The designated hitter, number 9.
So here comes Whit Merrifield. He's 0 for 1. He was walked, and he was the run that scored.
Ball in.
Here's the 1-0. Inside
Ball
again. 2 balls, no strikes here on the count.
Ball 3.
Upstairs this time. We're 3-0 now. Edmundo Sosa is on deck. He is singled, and that single was an RBI single. Gave the Phillies the lead. And that's strike number 1, and Whit Merrifield was in the process of walking, and he was forced right back. Here's a 3-1. Fouled away. Wow, 91 miles an hour exit velocity. And just like that, we're at a full count. Here's the pitch. Inside, and he walks.
The batter, the third baseman.
Well, the last time this happened, the Phillies scored. Edmundo Sosa had an RBI single. Merrifield had some lead distance trying to steal second. Ended up being a hit for Sosa, and he traveled 3 bases, and it's going to happen again. And Merrifield is in there in time. Runners on the corners now. Sosa does it again. Merrifield doesn't score this time, but he's certainly in scoring position now.
That's the ball.
Man, I think I'm starting to lose my voice. My voice cracked during that call. That's why I have water here. Hopefully it helps. Here's the 1-0.
Ball 2.
And that's down low, 2-0. Christian Pache, he's 0 for 2. He flinches on that pitch, and it's going to be a strike. Counts 2-1. Swing and a miss. And we got a 2-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pache trying to get on base for the first time today.
Count is 3-2.
And we're at a full count. Here's the full count pitch. Called strike 3, and Pache's looking at Darryl Parker like, what? Let's take a look. I don't know about that. Pache's like, come on. Yeah, I don't know. That's not a good call from Darryl Parker. Here's Johan Rojas.
Nope.
Called strike 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 pitch. Line foul, left side. The count's 2-2. 2-2.
3-2.
Outside, we got a full count. Schwarber's on deck. May or may not have a chance. We'll see what happens. Rojas needs to get on base, though. Here's the 3-2. Swing and foul. And that's through for a base hit down the right field line. Phillies are going to score, and it looks like they're going to be out. Sosa tries the pretty aggressive play there for home, but the Phillies are up now 2-0 through 6 innings. 8-9-1 when we come back for the Braves. Welcome back, everybody. Sir Anthony Dominguez in for what he hopes to be his first full inning.
Nope, ball 1.
Finished up the 6th inning for the Phillies in fashion. Here's Orlando Arcia. Swing, that one's fouled back. So the Phillies are up now 2-0. Phillies trying to sweep Atlanta, which very rarely happens for the past couple of seasons for the Phillies. They very rarely win a series against the Braves lately. I should say lately. There's a drive, center field, and Rojas is eyeing it down, and he's got it. So out number 1 here in the 7th inning.
The batter, the catcher.
And here comes Chadwick Tromp. Struck out and flown out. He's 0 for 2.
Ball, that's outside.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and foul. One pitch, way out, and it's now 2-1. The 2-1. Swing and a line drive into right center field. And there's a 1-out single for Chadwick Tromp.
The right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna heads up to the plate. He can tie things up with a home run. Let's take a look at this hit. Phillies now in double play formation, double play shift, which is the shift you want to be in right now.
One-oh.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and there's a drive to right field. Castellanos traveling the distance to make the catch. And that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, 1 to go.
Second baseman, Ozzie Alden.
And Sir Anthony is out, and Jeff Hoffman is in to finish up this inning. His first position player he's facing is Ozzie Albies. Ozzie Albies is 0 for 2 so far. That one's fouled right side. It's popped way high up. Jeff Hoffman is one of the very few players that implements the splitter into their into their pitching sequence.
Ball match outside.
There's Jose Alvarado and Matt Strom. Those are two great closers. Here's the 1-1 pitch. One ball, two strikes. Hoffman. That one's popped up. Real Muto getting under it, and he's got it. Hoffman finishes up the 7th. The Phillies are up 2-0 here through 7. We'll be right back after this. So the 7th inning stretch is over. Jesse Chavez, one of the oldest players in the league at 40 years old, still pitching strong.
Leading up for the Phillies, the second baseman, Kyle Schwarber.
His first batter is Kyle Schwarber here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2.
Bottom of the 7th, if you're just joining us, Phillies up 2-0, and that's going to be a base hit. Schwarber gets his first hit of the game.
The batter, the shortstop.
And Trey Turner heads up. He's 2 for 3. He's probably batted the best today. Takes the first pitch. Doubled and singled. He needs a triple and a homer for the cycle. Can he do it? Possibly. Called strike 2. Johnson and Matzek. Johnson's in there. Matzek has been in there warming up. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball.
Way
2
in.
strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Swing, and that's chopped left side into the double play. And there it is. It's a 5-4-3 double play. Amazing by the Braves. Well, here's Alec Boehm. He's 1 for 3. He does have a hit.
That's outside.
Phillies have it added to their 1-run lead. They're up 2-0 now. That's probably still not comfortable for them. They want to get more on.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Swing, and that's a drive to right field, but that is going to be in for a base hit. I thought that would have curved foul, and that's going to be a double for Alec Boehm. I thought that would have hooked foul for a second. But an amazing effort by Alec Boehm. Could have easily been out on that play. But he's in there safe. And here's JT. He's 1 for 2 thus far today. First time facing Jesse Chavez today.
Ball 1, no strike.
He singled in the 3rd as pictured in the right bottom of your screen. Or on the right bottom hand of your screen. Takes that pitch.
1-1.
It's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Beautiful pitch by Chavez. And the count is 1-2. Trying to retire Real Muto. That's going to be a bouncer. And that ends the 7th. Good play by Riley. Phillies still up 2-0 here in Philadelphia. 3-4-5 for the Braves when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Austin Riley is up at the plate. He made the sign retiring play in the bottom of the 7th. And here he is offensively now here in the top of the 8th. It's a good shot of Brian Snitker, the Braves manager. Brian Snitker in his 8th season with the Braves as a manager. On the other side, Rob Thompson in for his second full season, second full season.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Took reins in the 2022 season after they fired Joe Girardi. Finished that season, made a run to the World Series. Ultimately lost, and then finished in the NLCS last year. Now here he is in his what he hopes to be his second full season. He's very likely to stay, though. I have no doubt.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1.
Ball
Inside, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one chopped into center field, out to the shortstop, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
So here's Marcell Ozuna. He's 1 for 2. The Braves are in a little bit of trouble. They have 1 inning and a 3rd left to figure something out.
1-1.
That's 4 outs. They need a lot of help. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3, and that'll end the 8th. Ozuna goes down looking, and we're down to the bottom of the 8th. 3 more outs for the Phillies to win this game. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tyler Motzek in to pitch for the 8th inning for the Braves. First time we're seeing him this season. And Nick Castellanos. He's 0 for 3, hasn't gotten a hit today.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. One's popped into shallow left. And Duvall makes the play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Whit.
Here comes Whit Merrifield. 2 walks, 2 runs. He scored both times. Man. Awful walks, too. It's amazing. He attempts to bunt at that. Ends up going backwards. Here's the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
That's off the plate, outside, and now it's 1-1. If you are enjoying the content, please do make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. That would be much appreciated. We're approaching 220 subscribers, which is amazing. This channel is growing. Here's the 2-1. That gets away from him, and that's ball number 3. It says Darryl Parker, sorry. Here's the 3-1. And there's walk 4, or walk number 3. Ball 4. Man, if Whit Merrifield somehow gets another run here, that would be just amazing.
No, he's in there.
Whit Merrifield is hitting only today. He gets 3 walks, and if he gets 3 runs off of those walks, here he goes. Merrifield is in there in time. By a long shot, too. So now he's in scoring position. Merrifield is trying to keep the streak going. Sosa's 2 for 3. He's right there with Trey Turner. Great start for Edmundo here in his first start of the 2024 season. That one's upstairs, 1-2. So do make sure you tune in on Sunday. I'm going to try and get 2 Cincinnati Reds games in. I'm going to try and stream those game 1 and 2 of that series. At the very least, 1 on Sunday. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Out number 2.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Here's Christian Pache. 0 for 3. Last time up, was struck out. First pitch, called strike. Chop foul, left side towards the tarp. And that's strike 3. So that ends the 8th. Finally, Whit Merrifield is left on for the Braves at the very least. Still 2-0 through 8. Braves have one more chance to tie things up. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Jose Alvarado is walking onto the field. It certainly is closing time. He's the guy to do it. He or Matt Strom. Phillies 3 outs away from sweeping Atlanta. First pitch. That one's upstairs, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one's outside this time. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul. It's 2-1 against Adam Duvall. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Count is even at 2. Phillies trying to get the win and start this season 3-0. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled away, right side. Called strike 3. Jose Alvarado does it again. his first time this season.
The center fielder, Michael.
First pitcher, or first at bat. Comes with a strikeout.
Nope, that's down.
Alvarado against Duvall. First strikeout of the season for Jose Alvarado. A lot to come, I'm sure, for Alvarado. And there's a foul. So the count is 1-1. Phillies are 2 outs away from a shutout win. That one is hit fair, but that went right to Bohm. So that's out number 2. One more out to go for the Phillies.
Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia, the last glimpse of hope for the Braves. Alvarado, 3 strikes away.
Whoa, that's
That
down.
one is down south of the zone. It's 1-0. Alvarado trying to get the win. That one's outside.
No strike. Three balls,
That one's
no
upstairs, and now it's 3-0.
strike. No, ball 4.
And that's ball 4. So the game tying run is on base, and Chadwick Trump is headed on. That one's hit well, right center field, but that is going to be caught by Rojas, and the Phillies have just swept the Braves out of Philadelphia. They have went 9-10 in the real life against the Braves, and for the first time in the last 20 games against the Braves, they have swept Atlanta. This is presented to you by MLB The Show 24. Make sure to follow all their social medias for the latest news and updates. What a great game here in Philadelphia. The Phillies have swept the Braves out of Philadelphia. And it's a shutout win. The Phillies win 2-0 here in Philadelphia. They're staying here actually to face the Cincinnati Reds next.
First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 10 runners on base. For Atlanta, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Introducing Phantom of the Dope.
Joining us here this afternoon, and we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, you heard it from the PA announcer. That is your game. Player of the game goes to Ranger Suarez. Jeez, my dog just made the weirdest noise. Anyway, he obviously also got the win. Had 5.2 innings played. Hits allowed were 3. Had 3 strikeouts, or 7 strikeouts, excuse me. 3 balls allowed, or walks allowed. Had no earned runs. No runs scored by the Braves today. Chris Sale obviously got the loss. 5 innings played, allowed 5 hits. Had 6 strikeouts, allowed 2 base on balls, and had 1 earned run. Jose Alvarado got the save. Notable players for Atlanta: Ronald Acuna, Orlando Arcia, Austin Riley, and Matt Olson. Philadelphia notable players: Whit Merrifield, Alec Boehm, Trey Turner, and Johan Rojas. So that's your game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. That would be much appreciated. But that is the game, you guys. Phillies start the season 3-0 in our simulation. And the next series is Cincinnati. Cincinnati comes to town for a 3-game series. So I'll be doing either 1 or 2 games on Sunday. That's the hope. And then we'll be closer to... Actually, we won't be very much closer, but we're trying to catch up as best we can. So, again, if you did enjoy, please make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. I know today wasn't my best commentating job. It really wasn't. I guess I'm just tired or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's because I'm sounding sick. I don't know. But, yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys hopefully on Sunday for game number 1 or maybe 2 against Cincinnati. Alrighty, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go watch the actual Phillies game in Philadelphia. And that should be amazing. I won't vlog today. I think I'm just going to enjoy the experience. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you guys hopefully on Sunday. Alrighty, guys. Peace!